Wow, how confused can you get? Let's simplify this. We don't need to know all about these brushes. Flat bristle brush, long handle, flat synthetic brush, flat 3-inch wash brush, angular brush, medium angular brush. There we go, smaller angular brush, rigger brush, big fan brush, long handled medium brush, mascoid brush, little teeny weeny point, liner brush, little teeny weeny. You could do your eyeliner with that. The flat brushes, you've got a 1-inch flat. This one has a scraper on the end. This is a flat. This is a flat with the longer bristle, small flat in every size in between. Scrubber brush, liner brush, any number of round brushes. They come by size. This is a 14. There's a lot of different manufacturers. It all over time boils down to your personal preference. So instead of getting confused with all of this, let's start right there. All this other can be exhausting. We'll talk about it later. As a very beginner, you're going to need a round brush and a flat brush. This is a 1/2-inch flat brush, flat at the end. This is a number 12 round brush. You see the size, round, sharp point. These are synthetic brushes. They are about $4 to $6 each. Nice synthetic. They hold up well. They last long enough for you to get a handle on things. $30 brush, $20 brush, $60 brush. You don't need to go into all of that. Keep it simple. These are Simply Simmons. I've recommended them for a long time. Do you need Simply Simmons? No. There you go. That's what you need to begin. Now, when you get your brushes, you order these brushes and you're excited and they come and you open them and they are stiff as a board. That's the sizing that's in them so that they hold their shape until you get to them. The round brushes generally come with a plastic tube. That's only for shipping. Take that plastic tube off, throw it away. Now, what do you do with all that sizing in there? Rinse it out. Rinse it out. You don't need soap. Just clean water. Bring my bristle brush back to its shape, lay it flat. Bring my round brush to a shape and lay it flat. Now you see I'm using my fingers to do this. You don't generally want to put a lot of body oil on your brushes. Oil and water don't mix. Why am I being gentle? I've seen time and time again, people will take a brush, paper towel, and just do this business with it. Well, you see what happens. It's going to lose its shape. Simply wet it, bring it back to a point, lay it flat. Why lay it flat? Over time, if it's put away wet, and I mean over time, water drips down and the brush will peel and come apart. So I like to lay mine flat until they're almost dry and then put them in their container. What container am I talking about? There's lots of them. This is a very popular brush holder. Brushes slip right in. They travel well. It folds up. It folds back when you have it at your workstation. And they are wonderful. Do you need one? No. Container. Terracotta pot will work. Plastic container will work. I think this is Crystal Light. Price is right. Works just fine. Speaking of containers, let's talk about water. Tupperware. This is straight from the grocery store. I think fruit was in it. That works. It's lightweight. I use a milk carton. It's handled, it's carved out, it's lightweight, the price is right. What I'm going to suggest is that your container, whatever it is, might be a dog bowl, holds more than a pint of water. When you work, your brush gets pigment in it. When you rinse it, that pigment goes into the water. See, after a while, that water is going to get really contaminated and dirty. This is not dirty water. That's dirty water. So, as clean as you can keep it, the better. Clean water. Now, you are going to hear that you should use distilled water. That might be right if you are really getting obsessed with it, but you're not. This is beginning. Tap water works fine. Milk carton works fine. Dog bowl works fine. 2 brushes work just fine. Brush containers, terracotta works just fine, plastic works just fine. Now, with all of this information, you're ready to paint. I am going to suggest before you paint that you take a look at my very beginning video on palettes. What palette do you need? How many palettes do you need? What colors do you need? And then there's the video about the paper. What paper do you want to use? What weight? And why? This is important, your paper. Do you tape down your paper or not tape down your paper? Do you use masking tape or not use masking tape? Paper towels. Does the brand matter? Does the ply matter? Is a dish rag just as fine? All of this information you're going to find on my next very beginning watercolor series. So take a minute, it doesn't take long, and watch these videos before you begin to paint. And then let's start with my very beginning Series 1, Lesson 1, Silly House. I'll see you there.